I feel like part of the reasons brands aren't successful and that marketers aren't more successful
Mm-hmm.
is because most of us don't truly understand what content is and the role it provides. Like for example, when I talk to somebody about SEO, they get it, right? But when I start talking about content strategy, I have to explain
Yep.
what is.
Right.
And I realize that's a problem because we should be focused on what it does,
Mm-hmm.
not what it is. For example, when people say to me, express to me that they have some understanding of SEO, it's not that they know SEO, they don't,
Right.
but they know what it does.
There it is. Yep. I'll
With
agree with you.
content strategy, they can understand pretty easily that it guides them.
Mm-hmm.
They've heard about the personas. They
Right.
probably vaguely know about roadmaps and they understand how it ties in with editorial calendar but they don't understand truly what it does. So they know what it is, they don't understand what it does. And that's I feel like is our problem. So what I've stopped doing is focusing on explaining what it is and highlighting
Excellent.
what it does. And to my mind, it begins with the content experience in getting people to understand. And I've started this saying this week is content's a noun. It's a person, place, or thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not words on a page. It's not images. It's
Right.
not videos. It's not these myriad graphics. It's your people.
Right.
That's the thing nobody wants to talk about. When everybody talks about it's a thing, okay, if it's just things like graphics or words, what is it when we talk about content is everything that touches the sun, everything under the sun?
Mm-hmm.
Typically, the first encounter with the brand is at a brick and mortar is an employee.
Yep.
How is that employee with the logo on his shirt not content? How is that a content opportunity?
Absolutely.
When we talk about it being a place, when we talk about localized content, how is that not highlighting a place? And yes, these myriad things like words and images. So I think that to me personally is what I've gone back to and that I realize has been a huge disconnect. And it is a huge disconnect. When I read content strategy work now,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're failing the industry because we're not expressing to them, hey, it's everything. You can tell me what it's not. You say sales copy. It's how is it not? How does that not fit under content? How is that not content?
So,
I
so
feel like it's go.
no, keep on going. Keep on going.
So to me, I read a book. I read every one of his books. Richard Feynman, who's widely considered the smartest person to ever walk the earth. He was the scientist at the Los Alamos Project when Einstein and all these other guys were alive. Who was recognized as the brightest person at the Los Alamos Project, building the first nuclear bomb. But he had a book which is on my shelf now, and he talks about why do you care what other people think. But his father taught him something very very key
Mm-hmm.
to not focus on what something is, but to focus on what it does. And the examples he used was a bird. Don't focus on the sounds that it makes to learn what it is. Focus on what it's doing to understand what it is, and vice versa. And I think as content strategists and as brand builders and as SEO professionals, if we can stop thinking about
The tactic.
what it is
Right.
and what it does. Now, I'll say this. Now, SEOs are great at that. SEOs are great at talking about, whether you're explaining on page SEO or off page, they can have, okay, here's how this performs. Here's how this will help your website perform better. But most content practitioners, it's, words, images.
Right.
And so as a brand, you hear expense, you don't hear what it does. And that's problematic.